Good morning, champions. Happy Wednesday morning, coming to you live from the 5 a.m. club where we get up early and we conquer our morning to own our day. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday morning. And as we get started with this Wednesday, one reminder, it's not hump day, right? The week's like remotely halfway over, so don't feel like you've got to be halfway to your goals, whether it's activity goals, AP goals, anything like that. And two, one, running short on time, but I wanted to do this video from a different angle because here I am making my kids lunch, right? And the reason I say that is because sometimes, I talk to agents and they talk about, priorities and understanding that I have priorities, right? My priorities are my family. That's my biggest priority right now. And I've just got to find different times to do it, right? And so when I do the 5 a.m. club, it's because I know that the sole provider for my family, the sole provider for my parents, the sole provider for my mother-in-law, currently is me, right? So that responsibility rests entirely on my shoulders. And so therefore I have to make the sacrifices that I need to make in order to make sure that I can provide for them. And for me, that comes in two different ways, right? That comes financially, so that comes from work and the things that I do at work. And then it also comes from the things that I need to get done. And those things that I need to get done are feeding them, right? Caring for them, doing all that stuff, school, and things like that, right? And so in order to be able to get all those things done, but then also still take care of myself so that I can be the best version of myself, I got to get up at 5, right? And I spend a lot of my time at 5 a.m. getting myself mentally prepared for the day, but also getting my family ready for the day, right? So got up at 5, got things ready, got my coffee, got this stuff done, and trying to finish up lunch here before I then head to the gym. And the gym is important for me so that I am physically capable enough to take care of them. And so I get all this stuff done between 5 and 7:30. And then at 7:30, I've got to get ready for the 8 a.m. National call and get ready for my day, right? And so therefore, I have to shift my schedule, right? And so I try and get to bed by 10 or 11 so that I get 6 or 7 hours of sleep. That works for me. And then I'm up by 5. And then I've got 5 to 7:30 to get so much accomplished. And it makes my day so much better and so much more organized when I get all this stuff done in the morning and I'm just not that stressed, right? And so if I remove that stress from my life or from my day, saying, okay, I've got all this other stuff to do, then it helps me be hyper-focused and intentional on what I'm trying to accomplish at work for the day, right? So I tell you all that to say, really being disciplined and organized in your schedule, right? And scheduling everything out. And so my week's scheduled out, my days are scheduled out. Time blocking is incredibly important to me so that when I get up in the morning, I write my goals down, I get all this stuff done, I can be very focused and organized how I do it because there's only so much time in the day and I've got to be as efficient as possible. And so as Roy always says, I've got to squeeze the fat out of the day. So I tell you that to remind you, squeeze the fat out of the day so that when you are in that time block that you need to be working, you need to be dialing, you need to be in the PECs, you eliminate all the distractions. And if you can eliminate all those distractions and not be fretting over the things that you need to do or break your day up because you got to go run errands or you got to go to this or you got to do that, it's going to make you more successful because your mind will be clear and focused on what you're trying to do. So that was my message this morning. You got to finish lunch. You got to get to the gym. Got to get the stuff done. But let's aspire to be better today than we were yesterday. Let's do it every single day, folks. Be amazed at where you end up. Let's have a fantastic Wednesday. See you on the National Call soon. I'm out. Woo!